once you buy one, and then you put it in a garage, and you can realise you can add to it. Next thing you paint the floor, you add signs, petrol globes, and before you know it, you're buying every week.
In Bridlington, Brian Woodcock's treasure trove of classic stuff has morphed into more of a museum than just a hobby.
Have you got a bit of an addiction?
For buying? I suppose I have, yes. If I can afford it, buy it.
With the help of his good mate Steve, Brian's having a clear out and moving on his 1937 Morris 8 Tourer, a 1978 minivan and a 1940s Morris LC3 truck.
What are the chances of it starting first time, Steve?
Reasonable. It does normally start. Okay. There we go.
The minivan in the day, a lot of them got scrapped because of the wear and tear. The builders, it's clean inside. It wants a little bit of bodywork repair, but and that one's taken out. Rally chopper seat.
Why did you buy this one?
Saw it, I liked it, and I could afford it, so I bought it.
I'm getting the sense here, Brian, that if you see something you like, you buy it.
Well, that's it, as long as I can afford it.
You've had this one for 2 years?
Yes. A friend rang me up and he says his friend had a car in a barn, will I come and have a look? And I went, and it was cheap enough, so I bought it, 4,000. My mum saw this one and she liked it, and she bought it. I went to buy a petrol pump, I bought that, and we came back with this too. In its day, drop sides, but someone converted it into solid sides. It was high enough to be for a coalman to carry bags of coal. It'll have been a coal wagon in its day. I like the shape, I like the split screen, windscreen. It's all nice.
Brian's got his eye on a new motor for his museum, so the pressure's on for his trio to deliver the money.
I would like a Morris J-type van, and they're 20 to 25,000. So I need around about 25,000 to figure what they'll bring in. It's just a van what I've wanted, and it's commercial, and it's nice.
Across in Bridlington, Brian Woodcock and his mate Steve are waiting patiently for Derek to arrive.
Cars are there in the gleaming sunlight. Have you changed your mind?
No, they're all going. I'll have a tea, but hey-ho.
Brian needs to shift his Morris 8 Tourer, a minivan and a Morris LC3 truck to make space for his next fancy.
I would like the money out of them so I can buy another one, a Morris J-type van. For all three of them, hopefully about 25,000.
Now then, lads, here we are then. 3 lovely motors, eh?
Yeah.
Nice old things. That particularly.
You like that, do you?
Yeah, I like that, yeah. Yeah, I like little trucks. LC3, innit, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, this wants a bit of work, that, don't it?
Yeah.
It wants a bit of rectifying, doesn't it? And bits and pieces.
Like I say, a little bit of tickling up.
A little bit of weekend work, as we say. Exactly right, yeah. But it goes all right, Brian?
Yeah.
Good engine?
Yes.
Good. This is the cream of the crop, though, little LC3. Lovely little motors, them. They're exceptionally good mechanically. They pull their heart out, them little motors. I don't know why they do it, but only 2.2-ish, little 4-cylinder petrol, but bah, do they pull them motors. They're really impressive with these engines, you know. Yeah. Well, there's a bit of originality in there, isn't there? That's what I like about commercials. They've got history. They've got a past, a living past. They've worked, haven't they? Oh, well done, mate, lovely. Oh, good. Oh, look at that. Got our own table. Good old mum. Well, everything stops for tea, you know. A lovely job of stuff.
These collections really take it out of you, don't they?
Yeah. They do, yeah. They're hard graft, you know. People think it's a doddle. People think I just cruise around the country, drinking tea, eating cake and all the rest of it. Not the case at all. There's a lot to do. Never stops. I've always liked commercials because, like I say, they've got character. They live their life. To get them as nice as this is fairly rare because after 10, 15 years, they're just about worn out and knackered. Nearly, mate. I'll push you. Put it far down, Brian. Oh, hold on, hold on. Yeah, come on. Yep. Yep, steady away. Yep, steady, steady. Yeah, you're all right. Keep it like that. Steady up, buddy. Go on. Wind that windscreen. Whoop. I'm eating it before it gets wet. Little minivan, dead cert seller. It's got to be painted, but definite seller. Caused a lot of interest. Look, Morris 8, everybody knows pre-war cars are on the floor. Keep saying it all the time. We've lost our buyers, they're too old. People say to me, I'll maybe keep it and put it in next year, then maybe the market will come back. Forget it. Unless we've worked out a way of resurrecting all these old buyers, they've gone. That's the end of it. All pre-war stuff is basically on the floor. There's 2 exceptions. The first one, big style, Austin 7. They always back the trend. Second is Morris 8s, maybe because they look very much like an Austin 7. They're everyone's perception of a pre-war car. As long as they're not overpriced, I mean, they don't make big money. You know, 7 or 8 or 9,000 buys you a very nice one. So they're not massive money, but they're popular. I don't know what it is, but it's very nice. Very, very nice. I'm a bit of a cake addict, to be honest. Cake and biscuits. Wouldn't think so, would you, on a slim figure?
With the Morris 8 and the minivan safely on board,
Listen to that lovely engine, doesn't that sound well?
there's just the final piece of the trilogy left to load.
Well done. We're all loaded up, safe and sound. Back home now to have some tea soon.
Right, thank you very much.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah.
Yep, give us a ring.
Yeah, I will do.
See you later.
See you later, vehicles.
Also rolling into Pickering HQ, Derek and the Bridlington trio.
Be a good seller, that. I know trucks are down at the moment. They're not doing what they were, but it'd be a good seller, that. Give them this paperwork. Otherwise I'll get in trouble for not handing paperwork in with entry forms, you see. I get in big trouble over that. It's almost a capital offence here now. She's pigged. Couldn't be a better place to put a spare wheel, could there? Look at that. How handy that is, eh? I love this one. Yeah, but I'm a little truck man, aren't I? I just like little trucks. I don't like big trucks. I'm not interested so much in big trucks, but I like little trucks. Wait them doors shut. No finesse in that, is there? Wallop, that's it. Catch your finger in there, you've lost it. Always pull away in second gear. Don't forget, everybody out there, when possible, second gear. First gear for inclines only. Second gear, you got a smoother pull away. You ain't got to change gear quite so many times. And you've got less chance of snapping an half shaft. Because in the old days, half shaft snapped dead easy, bang, like that, you know. So I'm just going to pop it up there in second gear. You see how smooth it pulls away, second gear. Look at that, beautiful.
Amongst the packed ranks of classics, there's a brand new arrival in Lamborghini Tenerife Yellow.
This is our new cupboard for storing petrol in. And I've got a job of building it.
You've done it too skinny, haven't you, look? It's going to have to go down one. It's downhill now.
I'm under pressure.
Can't really get much simpler than that, though. I imagine you trying to do a flat pack wardrobe or something. You wouldn't stand a chance, mate. I could watch this all day, you're so funny, really.
While Rene and Jack finish their cabinet reshuffle,
Or is that another?
Derek's gone a bit misty-eyed.
I'm cat with it. It's a nice motor, but I've got a soft spot for 'em. I know everybody thinks I'm a Bedford man. You know, deep down, I actually not. It's just that I've got a lot of Bedfords, and when you've got a lot of a particular make, you become sort of, I don't know, close and connected with that make of vehicle. My dad used to run these Morris commercials, LC3s and LC5s around London. So as a kid, I'd be sat in there all around London delivering and such like that. So I've got an affiliation with them. And yeah, I love them. I think they're well built, them and the Austins. I love it. I think the motor itself's great. I think the colour's beautiful. Can't really disguise pitting, you know, where they're stood around in a field and they get pitted. And the paint, the bodywork in general, and there's always a giveaway. You know, you can fill over and smooth over an awful lot of pitching and make it look nice, but you can't get into every nook and cranny. It's impossible. And looking around this, I put my money on the fact this ain't done a lot of work. Someone will come along and say, oh, no, it was an absolute wreck like 35 years ago and all that. I don't know, but it don't look it to me. It looks really honest old thing. I like it ever so much. Be an absolute pleasure to drive that. I'd love to go out for the day with that. I really would. Love to take it to a show. Lovely. Should sell well.
It's time for the minivan, the Morris 8 and the truck to go under the hammer. The vendor, Brian, is looking to put the three into one and pile his cash into a Morris J40 van.
1937 Morris 8 Tourer. Little pretty little car. Look at that, aren't they lovely? They're a right nice, usable little car, these. There we are. £5,000 on the way at 5,100, 5,200, at £5,200.
Not enough. So Brian sends it back to another auction a few months later.
Third and last time, fair warning, at 6,200 and sold.
And his persistence has landed him an extra £1,000. Next up, the Morris.
The Morris LC3. You've driven it, Jack, I've driven it, runs very well, not too big, fits in your domestic garage. Lovely, lovely little advertising truck there. £7,000, there we go, and we're off. £7,200 on the internet there, look, North Yorkshire somewhere, 7,600 £.
8,000.
8,000, there's a man, he knows what they're worth. 8,200 online, thank you. 8,004, 9,002, 9,400,
Yeah.
9,600. Where is he, Andy?
Northumberland.
Northumberland, going up country. At 9,008, Graham in North Yorkshire again, £10,000, the magic 10, third and last chance, sold Northumberland, 10,000, there you go.
As for the minivan,
Third and last time, fair warning, at £6,200, provisional.
it failed to find a buyer and went back to Brian to get some mini love and attention. So, with his Morris J-Type dreams on hold for the time being, he's gone and bought some vintage chocolate cabinets instead.
Yeah, this is over 17 years. Well, this is it as of 2 or 3 weeks ago. Underneath.
Yeah, that's nice, mate.
Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
spot on.
Terry Benson has just tipped up with his 1971 Triumph TR6.
I served my time as a mechanic from when I was 18 on Triumphs. I always said when I got a bit older, I've always fancied getting one and doing a rebuild. And so I got it 17 years ago. A nice car, but needed a lot of work doing underneath.
After 17 years of oil under his fingernails.
I got to a point where I don't really drive it much. I'm very sad to see it go. How much do I want for it? Oh, about 30,000 would be nice. I'd like to see the top teens.
I've got a soft spot for these, I like these. It's 6-cylinder, isn't it? Sports car, sound fantastic, go nice.
It might look as British as a wet weekend in Blackpool, but strap yourselves in. It was the Germans who took the Triumph TR5 and revamped it into the TR6. It was many things that British cars of the era weren't. Fast, responsive and with bucket loads of torque. Perfect, in fact, for our twisty country roads. It was so good that 90% were exported to the States. Just over 8,000 stayed in the UK, and the last model rolled off the BL production line in 1976. And things were never really quite the same.
Just one of those cars that I've always liked. But when you get a good one, it's double bubble, isn't it? You know, a car that you like in a nice condition, so yeah, a bit of a soft spot for them.
It's auction day, and there are hundreds of lots from every era of motoring.
Third and last time, provisional.
Including one of Coventry's most memorable motors.
It's coming up next.
Triumph TR6, 1971. Oh, that's that nice sapphire blue one. Lovely car. In your hands completely. 15,200, 15,400, 15,600, 15,800. 16 on the telephone, 16,400. 17,200 on the telephone and being sold for the first, second, third and last time. 17,400. 17,400. 6. 17,800. You're out now, Dave. 18. 18,200.
18,400.
18,400. 19,100. 19,100. 2. 19,200. Third and last time, 19,200. 19,200. Thank you for your bidding.
The TR6 romps away, making the top teens the vendor was after.